Does it ever feel like you and your wife's sex drive is on different wavelengths? Today, we're going to break down a strategy, a plan, and even use an AI and how it can strengthen your sex life. Because here's the secret, you got to warm her up before the bedroom. I'm Joe. Welcome to the Married Life. All right, so this is the reality. Men are microwaves. You, man, husband, you are a microwave. You're ready at all the time, right? All times. You're ready to roll. Women, on the other hand, are crockpots. They take time to warm up. And so what you and I are going to use today is AI. I know some of you are like, what? Why are we using AI to try to get some from our wife? The reality is because sometimes we're just not that smart. We are cavemen minded, grunting, always in the mood, ready to roll. And so sometimes we just got to get out of our own mind and see what's the best way to warm our wife up to get her in the mood. Are you ready to get your wife in the mood? Let's dive into this. In Ephesians 5:25, it says, husbands, love your wife just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. See, loving your wife means putting in the time. It's just like how Jesus pursued his bride, the church. We had to pursue our bride. And here's the thing, we did that before marriage, didn't we? But are we pursuing her now daily? And so that's what I want to help you with right now. How do we actually pursue our wife? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up ChatGPT. And I already put this prompt in here. So let me show you this prompt that I got. Okay. So I said, I want to get my wife in the mood. I know she's more like a crock pot than a microwave. I'm always in the mood, LOL. Help me come up with a plan to start initiating sex first thing in the morning, but in a way that is loving and subtle, not just slapping her butt, even though that is what I want to do. Help me come up with a time frame of what to do every hour from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., how to warm her up all day long to get her in the mood. Now, some of you might be, again, thinking, why would you do this? Well, because again, like I said earlier, sometimes we just don't know what to do. Have you ever been there? Have you ever been in a spot you don't know how to get your wife in the mood because she's not in the mood and she's tired and all the things? Again, what we're focused on, that what's happening at 9 p.m., at 10 p.m. at night with her, we have to understand it actually starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. And so look what ChatGPT said. That's a great mindset, recognizing that Krissy is like a crock pot. See, he even knows my wife, meaning she needs time, connection, and build up throughout the day to be in the mood. Since you already know you're always ready, the goal is to make sure that she feels desired, loved, and emotionally connected so that by bedtime, she's fully warmed up, right? That's what we want. We want our spouses to be fully warmed up. Do you want your spouse to be fully warmed up? I want mine to be fully warmed up. Okay, here is your all-day foreplay plan. Maybe that's what we'll title this. The all-day foreplay plan. Now, here's the thing. When you go to the gym, you're giving your all. When you go to work, you're giving your all. When you're playing a sport, you're giving your all, right? Give your all to this and see if it doesn't work tonight. All right, so let's dive into this. It's all about emotional, mental, physical connection in small but powerful ways. So here we go, 7 a.m. Start her day off with affirmations. Give her a meaningful compliment before she even gets out of bed. So ChatGPT says, here's the example. You could say, you're so beautiful even first thing in the morning, or I love waking up next to you. Kiss her forehead or her hand gently, not aggressively, right? We're not trying to get there yet, just a loving touch. Now, what I actually do is I go to the gym at 5 a.m. And so as I'm leaving the house, I actually make coffee and I put it besides Krissy's, like her nightstand. I put it on the nightstand for her right beside the bed. And that like wakes her up, and I'll put a love note on it of just, we have these I love you sticky notes. It says I love, and then you just write in whatever you love about your spouse. And some of you, let me show you this too. Okay, ready? Here, we're going to do this real quick. I write my wife a love note every morning. Give me 31 I love you statements I can use every morning to put on her coffee. That's an amazing habit, Joe. Here are 31 I love you statements you can use each morning for Krissy. These will keep things fresh, making her feel deeply loved and cherished. Ready? Here, this is for you guys. This is free. I love you because you make our house feel like a home. I love you for the way you love me, even when I don't deserve it. I love you because you are my greatest venture. I love you for your laugh. Hearing it makes my whole day. I love you for the way that you care for our family so selflessly. I love you. Okay, you get it, right? Like you can use this to help you out. And I've shared this before. Like we can't be afraid of ChatGPT to help us write these things because you will buy a Valentine's card or a birthday card or a Christmas card or an anniversary card that you didn't write. Somebody else wrote it. And so if you're like, well, ChatGPT wrote this, yeah, but the same thing's true for any holiday card or anniversary card that you give your spouse. So okay, let's go back up. 8 a.m. Touch without expectation. If you're making coffee or breakfast, lightly touch her lower back as you pass by. Give her a lingering hug. Now, this is something I know my wife actually loves lingering hugs. Like, this is something that is warming her up to get her in the mood for the evening. Just a deep, long hug. And really, I hug her until she lets go. And so that's just what I know about my wife. You already know yours. Whisper something flirty in her ear, like, I can't wait to be close to you tonight. But leave it at that. No pressure. I honestly, I don't even know if I would do that yet. Like I mean, 8 a.m. to already say that. I'm like, okay, like maybe, maybe closer to 9 or 10. All right. Help her feel cared for. This is 9 a.m. If she has a task, work, kids, house stuff, help her without asking. Be aware what's going on around the house. Now, as I'm even looking at this is saying at 9 a.m. you might be out the door working already at 9 a.m., right? So you can bump this up to 8 a.m. That's what I do. So my time frame is 4 a.m. I'm up, spending time with the Lord, 5 a.m. at the gym, 6 a.m. I'm coming home. I'm usually reading a book, reading the Bible again, doing something. 7 a.m. I'm making breakfast with the kids. I'm making it with them. I'm making it for them, making it for the family, all the stuff. So that's mine. And I'm like serving my wife so she doesn't have to worry about breakfast. And we're raising our kids. We have a 10, 7-year-old that are in school, and it's even teaching them to make their own lunch. So she doesn't have to worry about that because usually she'll go to the gym from 6 to 7. And when she comes home, then she can start getting ready for the day. So it's just, how can I care for her? How can I help her? So if the 9 a.m. doesn't work, it's like bump it up earlier. How can you serve your spouse in that way? 11 a.m. Okay, here we go. A subtle, flirty text. Send her a fun text while she's at work or busy. Example, thinking about you right now. I'd say more, but I'll save it for later. Winky eye. I like that. Or it says, you're the sexiest woman I know. Just a fact. That's so true. The other day, I actually sent Krissy a scripture from Song of Solomon. If you've never sent your wife scripture from Song of Solomon, you're missing out. This one wasn't even like super sexual. It just talked about her eyes and how beautiful her eyes were. But that's what I sent her the other day, just to again engage in that flirty kind of text. And so let's do this. Let's look for some more. For the 11 a.m. subtle flirty text, give me more text ideas. Give me 10. Here we go. Okay. I should be focused on work, but all I can think about is you. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, dude. Like write that down right now. I can't decide what I love more, your smile, your laugh, or the way you look at me. Guess I'll have to keep staring to figure it out. That's a good one too. I'm counting down the hours until I can kiss you again. If I had $1 for every time I thought about you today, I'd be retired by now. That's a good one. Just a heads up, I plan on holding you extra close tonight. I like that because it's like it is letting you know, like, I'm thinking about something extra tonight. Because that's what I do with Krissy. I let her know, like, get your head in the game. Like, I was what I'm thinking about. You are dangerously you are dangerously distracting, and I love it. If you could read my mind right now, well, let's just say you'd be blushing. I love you more than coffee, and you know how serious that is. You looked so good this morning. I'm still thinking about it. No reason for this text except that I'm crazy about you. Those are gold, guys. Those are gold. Like literally using ChatGPT to help you write a subtle, flirty text. Okay, let's go to 1 p.m. A thoughtful gesture. If you're apart, DoorDash her or her favorite drink or snack as a surprise. That's a great idea. Send her something. I do this with Krissy a lot of times when I'm coming home from work and I got to pick something up from the store for groceries. Just like tortilla chips, salsa, whatever. If we're like, oh, we're just missing a couple things, I'll actually go to the flower section every time and just see what flowers are on sale, and I'll get those ones. Because it's like every time I go, I'm not trying to drop like $35, but I'm like, oh, this bouquet is $5. These ones are $10. And it's like, I'm gonna get those. So it's just like those thoughtful little gestures. But I like this idea of door dashing her something.
If you're serious about building a stronger marriage, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey as we grow together.